Let's be real here. We all remember loving Ice Age as kids. The story of Manny the mammoth and the rest of the herd on their adventure to return a human child to its family. But what if I told you the original cut of the movie had a much different ending? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome to my video on the original ending of Ice Age and how an entire character was actually cut from the film. Yes, you heard me correctly. Not only was there originally a different ending, but an entire main character was completely taken out of the movie. Meet Sylvia. Absolutely gorgeous, I know. Sylvia was originally a love interest for Sid, voiced by comedian Kristen Johnston, known for her role as Sally Solomon in the TV show Third Rock from the Sun, which personally I've never heard of. I think I'm way too young to know about it, and also American sitcoms aren't really amazingly popular here in the UK. Moving back onto the topic of the actual video, Sid would start off hating Sylvia for most of the movie, even pretending to get eaten by Diego at some point to get away from her. I believe Sid pretending to get eaten by Diego actually does still happen in the final movie, but in the final version it's to trick a group of rhinos into thinking Sid is dead. In the original ending of the film, Sid would have matured up quite a bit due to a certain tragic event that I'll talk about shortly, and would have grown fond of Sylvia, asking her to be his mate. The story information that I just listed and a 2-minute clip you can find on YouTube is all that is known about Sylvia, but as she was removed very late into the film's production, it's likely that all of her scenes still exist out there somewhere. There's even an early theatrical poster for the film that has her on it. It's very pixelated because, you know, it's an image from 2002. The other plot point that was cut from the movie isn't quite as happy as partnering Sid up with a mate. In fact, it's quite messed up and sad thinking about it. You know that one fake out death scene in the movie where all the characters think that Diego just died in front of them, just for him to come back and tell them all he's okay because he's got 9 lives, you know, because he's a cat? Well, in the original cut of the movie, he actually died right there and then, leaving Sid and Manny to deliver the human baby by themselves. Honestly, I hate this idea because although I haven't seen these movies in quite a long time, I do remember Diego being a pretty good character and one of my favourites. And it seems like I wasn't the only one, as the entire reason the movie was rewritten to have him live is because test audience reacted so negatively to losing him. Like, this test audience must have been like pretty annoyed because, like, if they were just sad over him dying, like, that was the point. They were supposed to be, like, sad that one of the main characters had just died. They must have given a negative reaction that was even more negative than what the creators intended. But I guess we'll never know specifics. Unless someone who just so happened to be in that test audience wants to hit me up. I don't even know if they're allowed to do that. I assume not. Either way, it's likely that this change didn't have too much effect on the movie. It's pretty likely that most of the same events after Diego's fake death, or his real death I guess, depending on the movie version. Anyway, the same events would have taken place, just Diego wouldn't have been there. So if you want to recreate what the film would have been like, just take those scenes and like Photoshop Diego out and there you go. Diego is gone. Graphics design is my passion, by the way. Although most of the film remained the same after both of these changes were made, the very last scene of the movie was apparently changed quite a bit. In this original ending, Sid and Manny would have met up with all the other mammals at the beach where they had all ended up for whatever reason. This is where Sid would have asked Sylvia to be his mate, and I assume the movie would have ended there. This original ending scene, along with most of Sylvia's scenes, have never resurfaced online, and unless somebody who has access to them leaks them, they likely never will. I mentioned previously that there is a 2-minute clip of Sylvia on YouTube. I'll leave a link to that in the description below for you guys to go and check out for yourselves. So let me know in the comments, guys, would you have preferred this version of the movie, or do you think it wouldn't have been as good as what we ended up getting? Also, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Thanks guys, see ya.